Sunny bhai, we'll start with, I remember IPL, he played that very important inning of 83 in that IPL match, and I remember speaking to you at that time, and you had said that Karun Nair has it in him to serve Indian cricket really well. You had seen it that time. Are you happy that he's come true to the words that you had mentioned?
Yes, I think. Excuse me. You can see something, but at the end of the the player has to deliver. And in fact, the rest of India game at Mumbai, where the rest of India had conceded a huge lead, but it was in the second innings that the rest of India won. And for a start, it looked as if they were just going to play for a draw. But it was Karun Nair when he came into bat. He was the one who encouraged Faisal to go and play a capital innings. Both of them actually got the tempo right, and that for me also was a sign, temperament-wise, that this guy has got something special. I'm so happy that he has joined that rare triple centurion club, and many congratulations to him. And I hope that he will carry on to get some more runs and more wins for India. And at the same time, because you have our hockey champions there, just want to congratulate them as well, because I mean, the last couple of days have been fantastic. First on Saturday, Virender Sehwag wins in great style, and yesterday our juniors won the World Cup hockey. It's such a tremendous time for Indian sport, and today Karun Nair gets a 100. I mean, what a wonderful last 3 days for Indian sport.
Saima, you talk about wonderful last few days, so I'm also going to include Rahul now. And I don't know if it's premature of me to think like that, but it looked a bit nostalgic here. I was transported back to that debut when Rahul, Dravid and Sourav Ganguly made that debut together in that same match. I know it wasn't a debut for Karun Nair or KL Rahul, but they're still youngsters. Do you think it's a fair comparison? Have we got two players who can serve Indian cricket really well?
Oh, absolutely. I think, KL Rahul, in his debut test, didn't score runs. There were just 3 or 4 deliveries that he shaped up against Mitchell Johnson. Short, fast, aimed at his head. And the way he got behind the line, that again was an indication that, all things going well, temperament-wise, he would be somebody to reckon with. And I'm again happy that for Indian cricket that we've got these 2 young players who are there to serve a long time, because both of them are in their early 20s, which means they keep their fitness, they keep their discipline going. They will be there for the next 10-15 years.
Okay, Saibhai, I know this is the best question that can only be answered by Karun Nair, but we spoke about when he played for India A, and guess whose India A is the coach? It's Rahul Dravid. One can't also help but see some sort of similarities in the way that he concentrates, how he puts his head down and plays very quiet, goes about his business very quietly. Do you think a bit of Rahul Dravid influence there, considering Rahul's work with the India A team when Karun Nair was there?
It has to be there. I think Rahul really, there are 2, benchmarks of batsmanship for Karnataka. One is Gundappa Viswanath, and the other is Rahul Dravid. And today what we saw, and yesterday with KL Rahul, was a combination of the 2. We saw the discipline and the temperament of Rahul Dravid, and the flair and the stroke play of Gundappa Viswanath in both these innings. 199 from Rahul, and this 303 from Karun Nair. There was just that wonderful mix of Dravid and Viswanath in both these innings, and it was therefore such a joy to watch. And sure, Rahul Dravid, being the India A coach, would have contributed greatly to the temperament, not just the technique, but to the temperament of Karun Nair.
You were talking about the influence of Rahul Dravid. Now, I'm going to ask you this very tough question since we're talking about Karun Nair. What would you do when Ajinkya Rahane comes back?
Well, I know the selectors get paid a lot of money to take a call like that, so I would rather leave it to them. But I think, look, it's for a selector, it's always good to have problem of plenty. Always good to have a situation where that for every place there is a replacement ready in case something goes wrong. For example, when Murali Vijay wasn't able to open the batting yesterday because of an injury, look at the way Parthiv Patel stepped in. In fact, the way Parthiv Patel stepped in Mohali was again terrific. Yes, it's a tough call. Ajinkya Rahane got runs against New Zealand, but wasn't quite amongst the runs in the series against England. But you can't ignore a triple centurion. So it's going to be a very tough call. But I think Virat Kohli is already complaining of a few grey hair in his beard. Let them be a few more.
Okay, tough call for the captain and the selectors. Finally, and this is talk amongst the fans. Many wanted to see Karun Nair go on to get that magical 319, the highest by an Indian in Test cricket. How did you see the declaration? Because, you know, hindsight is great vision. Many are believing that it could end up in a draw because the pitch isn't offering much. England haven't lost a wicket. So if it was going to end in a draw, maybe could have given Karun Nair the chance. How did you see the declaration at that point?
No, I think the declaration coming at 300 was right. At one point it looked as if 250 would be the right one, but I think then after that it was a matter of getting to 700. And then by that time the 700 mark was approaching, Karun Nair was batting so fluently that he had got to 280, 290. And when somebody gets that close to a 300, you want to give him that opportunity. But no, I think 319 was not what Virat or anybody else would have wanted. There are opportunities, but 300 is very rare. Look, he's only the second Indian to get a 300. So the fact that he's got there, I think that's good enough. And if tomorrow some people are going to be churlish enough, in case India get 8 wickets, and some people are being churlish enough to say, look, because of the triple century, we didn't get there, I would say to them, please, this kind of an opportunity, this kind of a chance comes once in many, many years. And therefore, having won the series already, I think it was only fair that Virat Kohli gave Karun Nair the chance to get a 300.